Hello, my darlings. Welcome back to Wednesdays with Wallis. Even though it's not Wednesdays, it doesn't matter. It's welcome back to Wednesdays with Wallis. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Look around. She's getting the room in order. Things are happening in the house. We've been here 3 weeks and a couple of days, I think. And it's all coming together. Things are happening. I'm one of those people, I'd love it all to happen yesterday. Yeah, could I have it all now? Please, could I have it all now? But that's not the way life goes. We know that, darlings, don't we? And we don't get it all at once. We can have it all. I say to people, you can have it all. You just may not have it all at once. So patience. You have to be patient. And so that's my little message for today, I think. Patience. Be patient. Be patient. However, get the cards while she's talking. I'm pulling out my right-of-way pack to to give a good shuffle to. Here they are. And I'm shuffling those as we speak. Oh, the message for today. What's happening to Trump and his band of thugs? That's what I've called it. Bit much? Bit over the top, darlings, do you think? Or not? Make comments. I don't mind your comments. I think they're a band of thugs. I think he's putting in place a whole band of thugs. Still can't get over what a joke it is. But there you have it. Did he cheat, or did he legitimately, get the amount of votes that he needed to win? And that's God, if we contemplate that, I'd rather think about the other side. I'd rather, I don't know, darlings, I'd rather believe that the ginger-headed monster, the gingerbread man, I'd rather think that he, I'd rather think ill of him than that he cheated. And it's not beyond him. So I suppose I'm, well within my rights to be thinking that him and his band of thugs cheated. It's a bit sick, isn't it? That you do that to your own country and your own people. Yeah. But having said that, if he did win, let's contemplate, if he did win fair and square, darlings, then there's an awful lot wrong, isn't there, with America? There's an awful lot wrong. As in, you're not alone. Don't feel, poor us or poor me, because you're not alone. I mean, look what's happening in the world. Look what's happening in other countries. Look what's going on with, discontent. And that's what happens, isn't it? When people get very discontented, and I've found this in my own environment. I'm experiencing this right now in my own environment, pardon me, where I'm being blamed for things. I'm being, made the scapegoat for, someone else's life that hasn't gone, the way they obviously wanted it to go or thought it might go. I don't know. But, the bottom line is that I'm being made, I'm being blamed and made the scapegoat for that, which hurts. But I understand what's going on, and I understand that, that particular person has had some setbacks in their life, and, a couple of things that have not been very pleasant. And but instead of, moving on, thinking more broadly, thinking about life, thinking about things, they're quick to, blame things when they had their business and they sold it recently. But when they had their business, when things weren't going right, it was COVID, and then it was you know, the retail area, and then it was after Christmas, people paying their credit card. There was always something. There was always some excuse, something going on around, you know, why things weren't the way that they expected or thought they should be, which you can't blame everything else. And I mean, it's just absolute crap, isn't it? I mean, at the same time, other people were, you know, doing very well, making lots of money and, you know, doing, you know, fabulous things. You all right, little darling? What's the matter? Mummy's little girl, come up here. What's the matter? There you go. What's the matter? Mama's here. Mummy's here, darling. Mummy's here. This is Big Earth Angel Maggie. And Big Earth Angel Maggie, God love her, is home on her own today. Is she looking a bit sad? Are you sad, darling? You're not sad, are you? That's your normal look, isn't it? Don't call me sad, Mummy. That's my normal look. I'm a big girl with long hair. I'm a redhead. This is my Big Earth Angel, and she's home on her own today because Bubbikins, as you know, little Bubbikins, who's normally rambunctious and running around and being, you know, being the little monster that she is, at least you're getting some nice, listen, darling, you're getting a little bit of rest from her and her rambunctiousness. Yes, you are, so be glad of that. But I think she's a bit lonely and she doesn't really know what's happening to her little friend. But her little mate's gone off today to have a little operation, as we do at a certain age, so that we, you know, don't have puppies. And, you know, we weren't going to do that. That we agreed when we got her with the people that we wouldn't, you know, breed from her or any of that. Thank you, my darling. Oh, you precious. That we wouldn't breed with her, so we'll, you know, that's a given. So anyway, she's gone off to the puppy hospital today to have her little, and she's already had it. They've called us and said she's come out of the little operation well and nicely, and they'd given her another little painkiller, and they were going to do her little nails while she was there. But this little one, I think, is missing her. I think she's missing her. Aren't you, darling? Mummy's little earth angel. Yeah, to Bubba. Oh, I love you. Oh, I do love you. Oh, God, I love you. Oh, and don't we love our animals? Tell me about it. Make comments below. But this is our big girl. This is our big earth angel, isn't it, Bubbikins? Yes, it is our big earth angel. So, Mummy better get back to her reading and doing what she's doing for these lovely, wonderful people that come along. Yes, that's my baby. Whew. She's got lots of hair, and she's not amiable about the brushing. So it's always a bit of a thing every week. The bath and the brush. It's a biggie. Okay, all right. Now back to the gingerbread man. I'm amazed that he's there. He seems to be a bloody, you know, cat with 9 lives, doesn't he? But anyway, on my reading today, I want to know what's going on. As I shuffle these, I want to know what's going on around the gingerbread man, and what's going on with him and his bunch of thugs, as I call them, and they are. God, take a look at them all. Who ever thought? I mean, goodness me. Goodness me. America made up of all these, you know, a criminal as a president and, you know, a cabinet full of thugs. Bit much. It's a bit much, my darlings. It's a bit much. Okay, what's going on around Trump and his band of thugs? What's going on with that? All these people he's picking, trying to put around himself. Mind you, he's not having all the success and he's not having it all his own way. But what's going on with that? and that Musk guy. What's going on with all those? But let's just do it, a general reading over it, and then see what comes and see what we might pick out and add to it. So what's going on around the gingerbread man and his band of thugs? What's going on around that then? Okay, let's have a look at it. Yes, I know, darlings, I know. Okay. I'll give you what will come out when it comes out. Okay. Okay, not surprising. Okay, judgment cards, page of pentacles. I can't get the computer down low enough to show you the cards on the table. Page of pentacles. Seven of cups. The first one out was, I love it, I love it, love it, love it. The nine of wands and the five of cups. This one here. Okay, let's take a look at this. I'm going to read the judgment card as judgment. I think that there is a judgment day coming. There is a day of reckoning. There is a day of okay, all right, thank you. All to be revealed. There is a day of that. And I know what you're all thinking. You're going, well, could it be now? I mean, could we have it, prior to this whole inauguration thing? Because at the moment he's just a president-elect, isn't it? Which I need to ask. He's a criminal, right? And anybody else in America who had been convicted of 34 counts crime wouldn't be leaving the country, would they? I mean, they wouldn't have a passport. I mean, what other country would accept them? And yet he flies off to Paris to go to, Notre Dame. I mean, he doesn't give a shit about Notre Dame. What does he know about Notre Dame, the illiterate fool? He doesn't know a damn thing. He wouldn't know what bloody day it was. He wouldn't know his bloody ass from his head. Pardon me. I'm going to be very straightforward today. I'm going to be very, very no, I'm going to tell it as it is. I'm not going to pull any bloody punches around it. I think that America needs to get its act together, and it needs to bloody make sure that it lives up to the fact that it's got a system that's, nobody's above the law, and we all know that's crap now, don't we? We know that's bullshit because they are, and he is, and he's played the system, and they've fallen into it big time, and he's gotten away with way too much. Don't you fall out yet, card. He's gotten away with way too much, and he's a sleazy bee, as we would call him in Australia. He's a sleazy one, that one. And he shouldn't have been allowed to leave the country. I don't care if he is president-elect. In fact, he shouldn't be president-elect. So the bastard shouldn't be leaving the country, shouldn't be going off to visit anybody. Nobody else in his position would be able to leave the country or get a visa or go anywhere. But no, he can. Well, what's going on? Come on. Okay, but there is judgment. There is a judgment day coming, as there is for everything. The wheel turns. It wouldn't be surprising if the Wheel of Fortune had to come out, and it may still come out, but that wouldn't surprise me. So we've got this whole thing around, he's pretty desperate for money, by the way. He's having some real issues about money behind the scenes. He's got to keep in well with all of these people he's supposedly well quoted for and made promises to of what he's going to do for them, and they've all paid him. They've all paid him on, on the back of that. So he's got a lot of pressure on him. He has to deliver. So he sure as hell has to become president to deliver on what he's promised. And I'm not sure all that's still going to maintain. I'm not sure all that's going to take place. But he's short of money. Don't kid yourself. All the bullshit about all the money he supposedly has and he being a billionaire and all the rest of the rubbish, he's short of money. And if Letitia James has her way, she'll take what's left of it. Go for it, girl. Go get him. That's no more than what's fair and what should happen. He's fleeced everybody else for years. Okay, so there's that. A lot, this card here. A lot of infighting, a lot of brawling, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of vying for, and that's why he's trying to sell off the positions. So, have you ever heard of it? Oh my God, is that fraud or is that fraud? I mean, where were the laws? Where were the laws in America? I don't know. I think when you threw out the English, you threw out your bloody laws. But anyway, you how can you sell off the positions? It's unbelievable. Now, I think this card has come up before, and I'm going to go with what I get from it, and it's definitely him, and he ain't well. And I mean, he ain't well. Okay, one more. Okay. Keep an eye, I'm being told, keep an eye on him and his appearances and how much he turns up and what he looks like. Right, okay. Because what? Okay. Because it mightn't be him. Okay, it mightn't be him. Might be. Really? Okay. Because it might be someone else. Standing. Somebody else. Keep an eye on that because he's not well, and I think that he's going to struggle, and they're going to do their damnedest. The mugs behind him, all those thugs, they're going to do their damnedest to, make out that everything's honky-dory. A lot of infighting going on, though. I want to just take another little look at this. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Okay. Okay. All right. So Page of Cups came out, the Chariot came out, and the Emperor. Now, the Emperor's lost his clothes. That's what came into my mind. That fell in. The Emperor lost his clothes. I think the Emperor, the gingerbread man, is teetering. He's really, really teetering. And time's not being kind to him. Time's not being kind to him. He's and I said it before. I think I said it last week. He's very worried about himself. He is worried about himself. It's a bit like all of us. We all, no matter about our bravado or whatever else, we all pay the piper, so to speak, don't we, in our own time and in our own way and in the dark. All the boogeymans come out in the night. We've heard that many times, haven't we? I really, really get this strong feeling that, his boogeymans are, they're really coming out at him. And he's a bit taken back by it all. His bravado can only go so far, but he's got all these thugs behind him, pushing him along, and all those oligarchs, all those billionaires who don't give a shit about anybody else. They only care about them and how much more money they're going to make. Isn't that pathetic? God, if we ever thought there was any good left in the world. And there is. And what do we say in Australia here? And I don't know, maybe you've got that in America, but every dog has its day. And, this bloke's, he's going to have his. It's been coming up for me. I'm going to pop these cards back in randomly and I'm going to give them another shuffle because I want to do a little reading around Laura Loomer. What's happening with her? Because Laura Loomer wouldn't be very, very happy, I suspect, at this point of time. Laura Loomer's not very happy about Hubba Bubba being given the position she's been given. And Trump was told to keep away from, Laura Loomer. He was, no uncertain terms, he was called off on that one. But she's not, she's someone to be reckoned with. She's not easily walked over. And in my mind, she's been coming up a lot lately, a lot. She's been saying, Laura Loomer, Laura Loomer. And I'm thinking, what's going on around Laura Loomer? So I'm asking the question, what is going on around Laura Loomer? What's happening with her? Because she'd be pretty pissed about the whole gingerbread man giving a job to and close at his side. He likes the girls, keeping her close to his side. Laura, the other one, Habibi, or no, not Habibi, we won't follow that. Hababab, Hibabab, or Hababab. What's going on with Laura Loomer? Because she's, I'm getting strongly that she's pretty upset. She's cheesed off, not happy. And she's been pretty quiet. She hasn't said too much, but she's seething. She's seething and really, really cheesed off at, what's going on. And, ooh, okay, put that out. And so is the other one, Marjorie Green. Those girls are not happy. They like to feel that they're, Trump's little pets. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Two major arcana cards came out: the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles. They come out, and actually, the King of Pentacles. It's not a what's her name, but the High Priestess is. Okay, High Priestess. More swords. Here, poor bugger, with his back to us. This one here fighting off the rest of them, and the King of Pentacles. Now, Laura Loomer. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I said it, a lot of brawling, a lot of stuff. She's really, really cheesed off. She's not going to take it lying down. She's already making waves behind the scenes. She's making a lot of waves because one is she believes she's better than Hubbard or Habibi or whatever she is. She's better than her, and that, she's smarter, more clever, etc., and that she can, do more for Trump. And she thought she'd ensconced herself in that, but the rest of the mugs and thugs thought that, nah, that's not going to happen. You're a bit too much. We've got to get this under our belt. But now that they've got it under their belt, so to speak, or they think they have, I think she's fighting behind the scenes. She's making waves. She's saying lots of things. And now Now, what am I getting? Oh, okay. What I'm getting is she's coming up against Musk. So there must be something going on. Okay. There must be something going on behind the scenes. She's coming up against Musk. That's what I'm getting. She's coming up against him head on. And there's some, brawling going on there. There is quite a bit of brawling going on. And a side thing in this reading that's come is this high priestess, which I see as Kamala Harris. Now, what's going on with Kamala Harris? We haven't heard anything about it. We've seen AI crap and rubbish about her being drunk and all the rest of the nonsense they put out. But what's really going on around Kamala Harris? What's happening there? And yeah, what's going on? There's something going on. She's been having some pretty full-on heavy discussions with Joe Biden. And there's what's going on there? There's something going on there we need to be watching for. We need to be, and it's imminent. It's not going to be, it's not mañana, okay? It's not a long way off. It's something that's going on now, and something that's happening in the present time. Pardon me, between her and Joe Biden, there's something that they've found, something that they know, something that they're, okay. What I'm getting is that there's something that they know, and there's a lot of discussions around whether they'll actually bring that out. Okay, I'm going to go with that. And the rest of it's infighting. Luma's having some pushback with Elon Musk. That's what I'm getting. It won't surprise me to see something come up in the news or something said about that. I feel that that's the case. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that there's a lot of brawling. Oh, Lordy, there's a lot of brawling going on around all these people. They spend all their time fighting and arguing and pushing back. Well, it's not a surprise, darlings, is it? Because when people go on about money and it's all about money, they get themselves so embroiled in it, they get themselves so caught up in it, and they're also caught up in it because there's so many, it's a bloody, it's a domino, isn't it? I mean, it's a deck of cards. It's about to come, that's what I'm getting. I'm seeing this. It's about to come crashing around their heads because, it's not built on anything. It's all just this, this smoke and mirrors, this subterfuge, this, ooh, it's pretty ugly. Oh, it's very ugly. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with all of that because that's what I'm getting. And what do we do? Okay, that's all the bad, that's all the crap, that's all the stuff. And it's going on all over the world. It's a bit like, spirit. The universe has stepped in with its big dustpan and broom and said, well, I need to clean out the cupboard here. I need to, we've progressed so far with ourselves over the years and over the millennia, but we need to clear up a bit more of this old hurt and all stuff. We need to clear it all up. America with its hurt and all its stuff around initially slavery and all the nonsense, all the stuff that's gone on, that's been held on by people who wanted to take over the place and run it as their own. It's not the first time. Gingerbread Man's not the only person who's ever tried to do it, and I've said that before. But here we are, darlings, and I think that For us personally, I want you to focus on your own life, and I want you to make comments. I want you to focus on your own life. I want you to have goals and dreams. I want you to focus on those. And if you haven't done much about focusing on them before, I want you to focus on them now. And I want you to look around for, new and exciting things that you can do. And don't think they don't exist, because they do. Even in the midst of all this nonsense, all this rubbish, lots of wonderful things exist. I saw somebody the other day who had started a new a new YouTube channel for themselves. We need messengers, we need light beings, we need you to come forward. So if you feel inclined, you know, start up a YouTube for yourself, start up a podcast, start up something for yourselves, because when they work to close down the existing ways in which we disseminate information and we get information. This whole internet isn't there for no reason, and it didn't come about for no reason. I think it was part of the grand plan, because it's a way in which you and I and the average person can have our say and disseminate information and get to thousands of people, and we do. I mean, even me, even little old me, in my time that I've been going, I'm reaching thousands of people, and that's important. I like to reach a whole lot more, and I will in time to come. But I want you to think about what you can do to disseminate what you think, what you feel, the information around it, the things that, think about it as editorial content. And it's an opinion, and you're entitled to an opinion. And I think it's good to hear people's opinions on things. I love you. I really care about you all. I want to hear from you. Come and join our group. Come and join us all as we journey through this interesting and fascinating time of humanity and the movements in the planets and all of the wonderful things that are happening. And we're going to be doing wonderful, new and different things in the new year as well as. Can't wait. See you soon. Take care. Love you. See you next week on Wednesdays with Wallis Psychic Medium. Bye for now.